Have you ever wondered what sets the extraordinary apart from the rest? What secret thread connects the greatest achievers in history? Is it talent, opportunity, or is there something deeper? You know, in a world that often prizes conformity, there are those that really break the mold. They are the innovators, the pioneers, the visionaries. They don't just stand apart because of their unique perspectives. They are the living embodiment of the flow state. These individuals immerse themselves so deeply in their passion that they find a unique rhythm that lies between their skill level and the challenge that they face at the time. This specific attunement catapults them towards breathtaking levels of performance on a consistent basis. You know, throughout history, we've celebrated these individuals, not only for their achievements, but for the unique paths that they've forged in their lives. Driven by vision and passion, they've defied conventions, challenged the status quo, and left an undeniable mark in the world. Their secret: the door to the flow state is wide open. Their accomplishments are a testament of the power of intrinsic motivation, innovation, and the magic of the flow state. These exceptional individuals are known as mavericks. In this video, I'm going to explain how to awaken the maverick that lies dormant inside you right now, so that you, just like all these other great men and women in history have done, can access the flow state where you feel your best and perform your best on a consistent basis. This is called the flow state. This state, this optimal state, is where your mind and body seems to make everything feel effortless. You become at one with what you're doing. Your productivity, creativity, and performance go through the roof. Hi, I'm Meloncelli, a flow state performance coach. And for over 25 years, I've coached the likes of Fortune 500 CEOs, professional athletes, musicians, entrepreneurs, all seeking the pinnacle of performance through mastering the flow state. My unique approach to unlock flow is deeply rooted in practical experiences from my days as a stuntman, martial artist, and the wisdom passed on by my mentor. I specialize in navigating and dismantling obstacles that block the path to flow, enabling a seamless transition to peak performance. The journey to flow is not a passive one, it's active, actively forged by embodying the attributes of a maverick. These characteristics are not mere traits, they are a dynamic process that facilitates the transition into the flow state. A maverick has personal autonomy, meaning that they trust their own judgment and intuition. They challenge the status quo, and they're not afraid to disrupt traditional ways of thinking. They think outside the box, which sparks innovation and frees up creative problem-solving skills. They're risk takers. They're willing to take calculated risks, embracing uncertainty, and stepping into the unknown is at the very heart of a maverick. This willingness to take calculated risks triggers them into situations that demand full engagement and presence, the very essence of the flow state. They have this unyielding persistence, like a lion to the prey. They're 100% committed to their goal, no matter what obstacle they face. This creates a deep sense of being immersed in the task at hand. This relentless pursuit keeps their mind and body in a state of continuous flow. This focus is really the prerequisite for getting into the flow state. They are natural, inspirational leaders, leading by example, like King Leonidas at the Battle of Thermopylae. Their awareness of their own emotions and emotions of others allows them to navigate complex social and professional landscapes effortlessly. They're quick, adaptive learners and therefore adapt their knowledge and skills to new challenges as they evolve in their pursuits. This agility ensures that they're always on the edge of their abilities, which is the sweet spot for inducing the flow state. Intrinsic motivation guides them, meaning their drive comes from within, fueled by passion and a deep sense of purpose, rather than external rewards or recognition. When action is powered by the intrinsic motivation, engagement is natural. The mind and body coherence required for the flow state is seamless. You're charismatic, patient, authentic, courageous. These ensure that the maverick is not derailed by setbacks, swayed by external opinions. They remain resilient, maintaining the flow even when the environment is not in their favour. Now, keep in mind that in the depths of every individual lies a dormant maverick, a force of nature waiting to be unleashed. This means you too. The maverick within, when recognized and cultivated, will propel you into a state where creativity, focus and peak performance converge. Yet, the path to awaken this inner maverick is filled with challenges, both internal and external, blocking the way, holding you back from realizing your true potential. Some of the common traps are fear of failure, feeling pressured to align with social norms, lack of acceptance, feeling rejected, low self-confidence, lack of belief, self-doubt, negative self-talk, poor motivation or sporadic motivation, blurred purpose and mission, mind stuck in the past or stuck in the future, this sort of feeling of overwhelm, burnout. I mean, the list could go on and on. But listen, if these barriers remain unaddressed, you're in a real danger of being stuck in a mediocre existence, never really touching the heights that you know you're capable of reaching. By taking action towards transforming these inner dialogues of self-doubt and negative self-talk, we can begin to dismantle the walls blocking your flow. Embracing the maverick within is a self-mastery path. It's not just about overcoming external challenges the world throws at us, but it's about conquering the internal battles that limit your potential. This is the real control you have, learning to conquer the internal battles, as the external is only a mirror reflection of the internal. If what I'm saying strikes a chord, if you feel this quiet roar of the maverick in eager to be set free, then it's important that you keep listening, because I'm going to share a powerful secret to open the door to the flow state on a consistent basis. Now, when we look under the hood at these obstacles that anchor us to this feeling of being stuck, we uncover a common factor: the nervous system, specifically your autonomic nervous system. These experiences you have of fear, self-doubt, negative self-talk are actually communications from your nervous system. We use something called heart rate variability to decipher this communication. Fear, self-doubt, negative self-talk, etc. creates an imbalance in your HRV. This reflects as a low HRV. A low HRV feels a lot like you just don't have the energy, the motivation. The inner critic floods your mind with negative thoughts and poor self-talk. Your day feels like a constant uphill battle. And the crazy thing is that you repeat these same patterns while unrealistically expecting different results. Crazy but true. Now, your nervous system has two primary branches: the sympathetic and parasympathetic. There's actually three, the enteric, but we'll leave that for another day. Now, the sympathetic nervous system is associated to your fight, flight, and freeze response, while the parasympathetic nervous system leans more towards rest and digest. A low HRV signals a nervous system under stress, predominantly influenced by an overactive sympathetic response. This imbalance can lead to a host of issues, including disrupted sleep, poor nutrition, emotional instability, all of which basically barricade the door from releasing your inner maverick. This imbalance also directly hampers your ability to access flow at will. You see, during a flow state, whether you're doing a sport, art, music, business, whatever the task, it doesn't matter. There's a progressive balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic branches, a coherence with that task at hand. like a dance between the yin and the yang, a consistent push from the sympathetic and a pull from the parasympathetic, as together they establish a coherence with the task at hand. So if this is the tuning we're working towards, okay, then we must address any imbalance with the nervous system if we want to consistently access the tuning for the flow state. Now, to correct this imbalance, it's essential to learn to work with your nervous system instead of against it. This begins with understanding your HRV baseline and then implementing targeted strategies to incrementally improve your HRV. A high HRV is the number one indicator for flow on a consistent basis. And to elevate your HRV, you must unleash the dormant maverick within. To harness the full potential of the maverick within and consistently access the flow state, a high HRV is key. There are 7 essential components you need to learn to master. Okay? Number 1 is HRV. Learn to work with HRV. This gives us information on what you need to do on a daily basis to improve your HRV baseline and prime your system for the flow state. 2, breathing. You've got to learn correct breathing practices to positively affect your autonomic nervous system, helping to manage stress response, improving HRV, and of course, priming you for flow. 3, self-regulation. You've got to learn tools and techniques to maintain emotional and physiological balance, crucial for navigating through limiting belief patterns. Mindset is 4. Cultivate a mindset that is resilient, growth-orientated, enabling you to embrace challenges and adapt to change. 5, self-mastery. Learning how to improve self-awareness, goal setting, reflective learning to build a strong, centered foundation. 6, nutrition. Customized nutrition for your nervous system. Each person is unique and only your nervous system knows what it needs. 7, biological rhythms. Align with your system's natural rhythms to optimize recovery, resilience, and master sleep. This is not only going to improve your HRV, but it's going to unlock the maverick within, positioning you for a life in flow. So listen, throughout history, the stories of the mavericks have cast long shadows, showcasing the transformational power of passion, vision, and the flow state. These individuals didn't just achieve, they revolutionized, they inspired, they carved a lasting mark in their field. A strength, a bravery had to be cultivated towards aligning them with the commitment to accomplish their goal. In doing this, the door to the flow state is wedged wide open. Yet, behind each of these mavericks of flow was a catalyst, a mentor, a coach, a guide, someone who didn't just believe in their potential, but actively help unleash it, steering them towards a life rich with flow and fulfillment. Muhammad Ali had Angelo Dundee. Michael Jordan had Dean Smith and Phil Jackson. Tom Brady had Bill Belichick. Bruce Lee had Yip Man. You, too, need someone in your corner, and you could have me in your corner, personally helping you awaken the maverick within and together driving you towards a life in flow. Today is the day to take action. As you watch this video, there's an opportunity for you to personally work with me. Below, you will find a link to apply to the mavericks. Now remember, the path of the maverick is one of passion, tenacity, courage to think differently. To embrace the maverick within is not just your destiny, it's your responsibility, because the world needs to hear your message. Not releasing your inner maverick of flow is starving the world of what you have to offer. Take the first step, book your call today. And remember, the maverick is not just exclusive to a handful of people. is universal and it resides in us all, whispering to be awoken. Now is your moment. Break free from the confinements of the ordinary. Step into a life that's extraordinary. Book your call today. And together, let's unlock the inner maverick, positioning you for a life where flow becomes second nature.